was not my fault, Deb. Hey everyone, I'm Adam.
Oh, hi, I'm Debbie.
And me, I'm Sunny Justice, and this is how we roll. Okay, look it, you guys. There's 7 of us. Hey everyone, 75 people in the house already. Hello everybody.
People? Hey.
So
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's the question. Do I have sound?
Yes. but you're low.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's echoing. Somebody got a TV or something on?
Hold on. No, but you're low. It's me. It was me. Whenever I turn the live on, for some reason now, it just instantly starts playing in the YouTube studio. So we're good now, right? Check.
Yep.
Hopefully everybody sounds
What's up,
off.
everyone? What's up?
There we go.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Can hear you.
Here we are again, Aspen.
Look at all these beautiful people.
It's the Brady Bunch plus one.
I'm the oddball.
Wait, who's Alice?
You are.
We on my.
Yeah. But thank you. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so this morning was so much fun. Adam, I'm never awake at that time. I happened to just turn on YouTube. He's there. I said hi. And he's like, you're coming on the panel.
Hey, CD came out of hiding.
He did. I messaged him earlier, so it's nice to see him.
What's going on, CD?
And CD, I'm going to drop you the link right now. That was my surprise for everyone.
I never met CD.
Yeah, I'm waiting on. I told Sleuth too, and he said he'd be here more likely. So
yeah, we told Sleuth. Hopefully he shows up too.
Yeah, and I invited Michael as well if he wanted to stop in. come say hi too.
And
So
and Steve, but we didn't hear back from Steve, right?
yeah, he said he would just stay and chat and yeah. So
Okay.
I dropped in the link just in case at some point, but the maximum we can have is 10 regardless. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Deb, and I have to say, Sunny suggested that if we reached the maximum, that if we had to vote someone off, that she thought it would be.
You wait.
Other way.
This way. I think
you two better watch it. You are in the doghouse already.
Who's in the doghouse?
Well, you are.
Those two at the top.
Hey, look, that wasn't my fault today.
No.
This morning.
Wait, which one? Which one?
We won't go there.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's talking about Fanny Gate.
What was it?
Where the sun don't shine.
Oh, that was fabulous. That was the best part of the show.
I have been craving a juicy peach all.
Oh my!
A British peach.
Yes.
It was so funny though, because I just happened to look down, look up, and I looked down again, and I thought, hold on a second, what did I just see? And I looked up again. I said, Sonny. I said, your old man's back there getting dressed. I'm like, and I turned away, and she said that she wanted Adam to cut the show off, and Adam was like, she's getting ready to cut us off.
I was like, no, we want more.
Okay, I was going to say, so can I tell the true story here now?
No, hold on.
Adam asked me to come on, and I was in bed, so I was like, crap, husband's sleeping, but okay, I need to go to my desktop. So of course I have my avatar like everyone, and then Sunny is an idiot, and all of a sudden husband sits up in bed, like naked, okay, and he sits up in bed, and I accidentally hit my cam on, and and so I ducked my head, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm on camera, and then so thinking that I was ducking for me, and then I goes,
there he was, and then the Georgia peach.
To be honest, it was such a perfectly like positioned thing. It was almost like when you're watching a TV show and you see someone get up out of the bed and like the camera pans away just quick enough that you just see a little of their backside.
I had to do a double take.
It was very
like,
tasteful.
did I just see what I thought I see?
You guys, Cordy just said, I paid big bucks for the show from Sunny's husband, Sunny Side.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
like Sunny Side Up. Yeah.
That's pay-per-view.
I got to tell you, he's got to be the best human being on the face of the earth, because my husband would have come unglued.
No, he was upset because I woke him up, and he goes, and I said, but honey, what if somebody had recorded it and then they're going to splatter it across the internet? He goes, I don't give a shit about that, but the room was a mess.
Did anyone notice a messy room? I didn't.
I didn't. Well, I wasn't like, I had my glasses on, my hair, and so I ducked. And so that gave you the ability to see him behind me. But it was the only reason why I knew I was on cam, because I was looking down, and then all of a sudden Frank goes, Sunny, is that your, like something like, Sunny, is that your husband's bare ass face? And so I'm like, Adam, cut the line.
Man, he
everything in the room looked like it was in its right place.
He makes Barry Manilow look
exactly
more
what it should have
whiter.
been.
As wide as his ass was, I was like, yep, that's what I saw.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, like I panicked because I couldn't even find the turn off cam button for about like 5 seconds. I'm like, oh my god, where's it? And I know I take myself out of the live, and I'm sitting there going, Adam, and Messenger, Adam, cut the live, And
I'm Mr. No Notification, so I don't have any notifications turned on, so I didn't get any messages.
Yeah, I tried calling him on his phone. It says this is C21, this number, and I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" So I go into the live. I go into the live, and I quickly hit freaking end broadcast. Then I quickly close it off. I edit it out, and then I put it on private, edit it out, and I'm like, "Oh God!" And because I'm thinking, husband's gonna kill me because I'm gonna get bored of this. But then that's when he said, like, he goes, "I don't care about that. I'm just worried about he goes, they just saw our messy bedroom or something." And I'm just like,
okay. Oh, go ahead. Couple of really good comments. Callie says, "Come on, let's member only that clip."
Good idea. Good idea.
And then Anna says, "This channel is a real powerhouse seeking Delphi solutions. Thank you, Sunny Deb and Adam. Gosh, some of you were on all night long."
Yes. I can't believe
this is what happens when I sleep.
Howdy, how are you?
So, Deb, you could say we'll catch you on the flip side.
I'm sorry, what? What?
I said we'll catch you on the flip side.
I was on, and then I look on, and I'm like, Sunny is on, and we were on for 3 hours. We got off at like 12 something. And then I get up this morning, and it says Adam's on. And I mean, I just happened to get up and turn on the TV because I was taking Barkley out, but I was going back to bed. And then it says you've been on for over 3 hours. I'm like, oh my God. And then Sunny's on there, Frank's on there. I'm like, y'all sleep ever?
See,
No.
I woke up at 7. I woke up at 7:30 just to go to the bathroom, and I normally do my routine, smoke my first cigarette of the morning, check my emails, the channel emails, all that shit. Well, I just happened to look at YouTube, and there's Adam, and I saw this little emblem, and I was like, "Who is that? I've never seen that emblem before." And I heard her talk, and I said, "I'll be damned. What the hell, Marv?"
I thoroughly enjoyed Marv and I this week.
And they begged me for an hour to come on the panel, and I was just laying in bed. I was like, "All right," but I'm turning the camera off.
You guys were fun. You were a lot of fun. It was great. It was like impromptu fun.
I'm sorry?
It was impromptu fun. You could tell.
Yeah, and Sloopy and D Ashley were both excellent as well.
Yeah.
We had a good conversation. It went all over the place too, from kids to Delphi to Sunny's husband's
Sunny Wells, Summer Wells.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Captain Howdy in the chat.
Yeah.
And Chaotic Beauty.
Yeah. Callie's here. It was a great Sunday morning surprise.
Callie, I don't recall saying Sunny was a bat. I don't remember saying that.
I recall that. I recall that actually. But just for anyone that doesn't know, of course, Frank, Marv, and Randy's in the house. Actually, what is your channel name? Marv N Frank Investigates now. What is it?
It's Marv N Frank True Crime Unsolved.
Is that what it is now?
Well, we're planning to change it because we were advised by a marketing specialist that our name is too long.
Yeah, I can agree then. Yeah,
and it is tagged and linked in the description of the video tonight too. So anyone that wants to find Stepha or Frank and Marv's channel or Randy Gravitt's channel, they are all in the description of the video this evening.
There you go. And Randy, are you doing something now with your channel? What are you working on?
Nothing at this point.
Nothing.
No.
Okay.
He'll be hanging out with us.
Well, can I steal him?
Yeah.
We can trade Sunny for Randy. I act like it's not her channel. I act like she couldn't kick me off at any minute.
Hey, everybody knows we share everything, so.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I just like to say that I love the fact that, including Steve and Sleuth and Michael and CD, that we all get along, that we respect each other, work together, because we all have that common goal. Yeah. And that's the way it should be. No drama.
No drama.
It's No, it's such a better. It's
Only
such a better
behind
atmosphere.
drama. Only butt
Yeah,
drama.
only behind. Oh yeah. I can hear the butt end of these jokes all day.
That's the bottom line.
If you could, that joke. We'll just give that a boot.
Yeah.
I love Steve's reaction when he's like, "Thank you for saying it was Steve Austin."
Yes, that was classic.
We saw him sunny side up.
It seemed like there was a lot of bass in that video.
Okay, I'll just sit back and listen to you comedians.
We're Sunny, we're just jealous.
Of course you are.
We are.
I'm sorry,
He's
my
so
wife, my
cute.
32-year-old
He's so
husband.
sweet.
We don't have a pair of English muffins in our bed.
Oh Lord.
That's actually quite funny. I like Oh my God. I mean, I'm so sorry that you guys, I had to edit that out due to, other channels perhaps that don't like us too much getting their hands on that clip. Maybe they did. Who knows? I don't care now. But at the end of the day, I always just went,
soon, right?
it's going to kill me. It's going to kill me. And so I'm thinking, so you guys, I'm so stupid though. I'm thinking he didn't hear, right? Even though Frank and the whole panel starts laughing, right? Because of all I can think of is what Frank said and how it came out. And I started dying laughing, and the whole panel laughing. Now I'm in chat going, "Could you guys shut up? Seriously, shut up." So I'm thinking that my husband, he's just groggy, he's not hearing anything, and I'm just like, "Shut up, Adam, Frank, shut up." So I go out there and I'm like, "Honey," I said, "You okay?" And he's just like, "Well, I can never get back to sleep once I've woken up, right?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, okay, he didn't hear. I just gotta make sure I edit it and hopefully nobody grabbed the clip off of it." And then I go out later, I'm like, "Honey, how come you were a little upset this morning?" And he goes, "Well, how did you feel if your ass was west?"
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then so I said, "I'm sorry, honey." I said, "Honestly, it was just a mistake." And he goes, "I don't care." I said, "Well, what happens if somebody gets hold of it and plasters all over YouTube?" And that's when he's like, "I don't care about that. It's just now they've seen our messy room, honey." So,
Oh my gosh.
my husband's a great
Steve's and
Oh my
Shaggy.
God, Steve, how's the nudist colony?
Marv N Frank, since Steve's been coming over here helping us out with a few things and shedding so much insight on things, I have to say, never once when I've seen him on your channel did I hear him say how many times he's used handcuffs in his life.
Oh.
Guys, let's twist this back on Steve's, not my Steve. That's yeah. Steve, how are those handcuffs in your life coming along?
At home or at work?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna leave it with what I said.
He says thousands of times.
Yeah.
He did say that. It's a fact.
Oh my gosh.
So,
my gosh.
Just a reminder to people too that after this live, we will have our Dylan rounds and then Delphi talk. So we'll do Dylan rounds part first at the beginning of it, and then you always know we'll work into Delphi. So I always got to put Delphi in there.
And I'm really excited. Like, I didn't know that much about Dylan rounds until I started digging into it because QWERTY suggested it. And it's a really, really interesting case.
Yes.
Now I'm kind of hooked on it.
So, Deb,
I think people will be.
So, Deb, would one of your colleagues have been talking about it for the last month? Maybe.
I know, but I don't pay any attention to anything you say.
I do.
I mean, Monsters under.
Because you're both cancers.
Cancer.
Actually,
there's 4 cancers too many on this one. I'm just telling you.
Wait
a minute.
Who else is a cancer?
Is Stepha a cancer?
No, I'm Libra.
And Marv.
I'm Scale.
Frank and Marv. Randy, what are you?
I don't know.
When's your birthday?
When's your birthday?
July?
Oh, my birthday, it's in April.
April.
You're an Aries? I wonder.
Aries or Taurus.
Well, Taurus is May.
He's a Taurus.
May. I can know it goes to at least the 16th because my daughter's a Taurus.
No, he's not a Taurus because a Taurus, when I was with Dion, he was a Taurus and his was like May 4th and it would usually end around the 21st, 22nd area. So it's the one right after that. Does somebody else know? Gemini.
So,
no, that's June. Okay.
What day in April is your birthday? Do you mind telling us?
April Fool's?
Then you are an Aries.
Aries.
He is an Aries. Yeah.
Okay. So you know
Stepha,
what?
when is yours?
I am October 17th.
Scorpio?
Are you a Scorpio?
Libra.
Libra.
No.
He's a Libra.
You're right.
Scorpio.
Just like my mom.
Put me down like that.
Just
hey, now
like
wait
my
a minute.
mom.
My husband's a Scorpio, and he's a
Is
great
he
guy.
mean? Is he
No,
mean?
he's wonderful.
Is he? Oh, I date a Scorpio.
Wonderful.
He is the reason I have not been in a serious relationship since like 2018.
Well, he just had bad parenting, probably.
He did. He really did have bad parenting. He did.
Yeah.
I guess that's not his fault. That part.
Oh, I know all about them Libras. My mom's a Libra.
You know, to be honest with you,
Courtney's a Leo, of course.
A Leo the lion. Oh, so you're in August. If he's
all
a Leo,
the people, almost all the
August?
people in my family are Leos,
Yeah.
except me and my husband, kids, everybody.
Oh gosh,
Pretty, are you in?
I'm sorry.
Oh no! I was just gonna say, Cordy, are you in late July or August? Because that's when a Leo is. Did you make it into the July family somewhat?
I bet Cordy's in August, baby. I have a feeling.
Yep.
What were you saying, Stepha?
Oh no, Zen Monkey is a Cancer too.
I was saying that Mrs. Steve is in here, and I said the handcuff comment, so I'm so sorry, Mrs. Steve. I'm really holy, and I apologize. She's never going to talk to me again. She's going to unmod me, and I'm out.
Stepha, Steve is the one that should be apologizing to Mrs. Steve.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the one that talked with handcuffs.
I have a lot of respect for Mrs. Steve. She's awesome.
Yeah. She's so cute.
She's awesome.
I have a little crush on her.
Do you?
You do? Is it the Southern accent? She's so cute.
Don't tell Steve, though.
So I have a crush on AD. You know, the old guy that is in Britain or in England. I guess Britain's the whole spiel, but
AD?
Yeah, he does. He's real charismatic, but he does Chris Watts' case. Do you guys know him?
Welcome,
I haven't gone too much into that on YouTube because I know that that's one of those cases that pulls in a real select
like me. But
Blossom, you got him.
Randy, pretend.
It's my first time.
Yeah.
Welcome
Randy,
to Scooby-Doo Detective, Carrie Ann.
Thank you, Carrie Ann. And then, again, for anyone that has, don't forget you guys too. People can now
Armchair Detective.
Yeah,
Armchair Detective.
Armchair Detective.
Yeah.
Just quickly, people can now you can actually buy memberships for other people. Just so you know that it's in the newer feature that's out. So again, I think who was the first one to do it? It was Belinda. Belinda did one the other day. But anyways, when you become a member, Carrie Ann, you have to send me. Oh, actually, I don't got the banner going at the bottom, do I? And Adam forgets too. Okay.
Hey, Qwerty, go to the top and click that little $5 thing with my picture on it.
Is there a reason I can't I can't comment in our comments like in StreamYard, but I could yesterday, but I can't, like, there's no place to comment.
I have to have another screen up.
You have to have another screen up.
That's weird. I could yesterday. That's so weird. Okay, let me go.
You were leading the live though yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah.
Stepha?
Yeah,
so that's why.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I always do, even with StreamYard,
I tell you what's going on
your phone.
Paused.
Gotcha.
I just bought 5 memberships. Qwerty, go to the top and click the green 5 and get your membership, please.
Don't you have to have something turned on? Do you have
Did
to have
you
that
hear
thing-
me? Did you hear me?
Who?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I
Okay.
can hear you.
I just bought 5 memberships. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I said,
Okay.
don't they have
Yeah.
to turn it on? Remember,
They
there's that
do.
little-
That's why I said I told QWERTY to specifically go to the top where it says top chat, click that little green oval with my picture on it that says
Yep.
5, so he can
Very
get his
aggressive.
membership.
Yeah, I can see them.
He
See it up
said
there.
he's clicking and nothing's happening.
Well, it's random though, because YouTube does pick them, the people.
Yeah, but
so.
you have if you
You can
clicked
click.
it should be approving and you should be getting one, hopefully.
Well, I'm gonna drop the Deb.
Yes, Cindy.
I'm gonna drop the Deb sticker just for everyone that our members can see.
Let's see here.
We haven't set our members only thing up yet, so
It's fun. You'll have so much fun doing it.
I
Sunny
love
can
giving
tell
them
you
out.
all of. I'm sorry, Deb.
I love giving them out.
Yeah.
Sunny can tell you all about the doing the emoticons as well, as she says.
Yeah, we got to do that.
hey, Quirky said stop yelling at him, Deb.
I would never yell at QWERTY. I'm yelling for QWERTY. I'm cheering him on.
Cordy, I put how rude. I put the how rude sticker out there. I felt it.
No, I'm cheering him on. I'm like, go, quick, go, go.
Yeah. Like when your mom's like, get over here now.
So what Melissa got one so far, and who else?
Yep.
And Molly got one, and D Ashley got one as well.
Right.
Okay. QWERTY
So
said he's clicking it. Nothing's happened. Tammy
Yeah.
was gifted a membership.
It shows that you still got 5 to give out. From my
No.
end, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says mine as well.
Oh, somebody else got one.
Has anyone ever done that in your guys' chat yet, Marvin Frank?
Vanessa and
What's that?
Tommy.
The gifting the membership thing. It's really cool. Oh, but you don't have you haven't done memberships yet.
It's coming soon. As soon as we know what the name will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives them a 30-day membership so they can kind of test out the membership perks, and then if they want it, and then it'll either expire or they can choose to
Renew it.
continue it on.
And it goes same for because the Facebook group is a members only thing that you have to be Paw Patrol or higher. So again, it's the same idea. It gives you an idea to test out this and to come into the Facebook group for a month as well. Okay, to test it out. If you like it, you like it. You may want to stay and get become a Paw Patrol. If you don't, well, you don't have to, obviously. But in saying that, for anyone that has a membership or just got one right now, you have to email me at acrimingshame@gmail.com with your username and your Facebook name so I know who to connect it to. Okay. And so if somebody tries to join without doing that, the Facebook group, I'll have to hit decline with feedback to say that you need to answer those questions because you need to email me so I can at least go, okay, say Melissa or whoever is this, say Tanya Roberts or something like that. So I have to know. Okay, guys. So that's a must. So welcome. And thank you,
Steffi,
Deb,
you'll be trying to figure all this out before you know it because you'll be at 1,000 subscribers any day, right?
Oh yes, let's talk about that too. Steve, how many are you at right now, Stepha?
Like I went up. Like I'm almost at 550. Like I went up.
You
Like
got your community page?
I got my community page.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
Randy is sitting there like, this is old news. I've had all these things for
Yeah,
years.
I was like,
Yep.
He's like,
you little kittens.
She is
You're
at
welcome.
553.
And what about Steve from True Crime Web?
Steve was at like 9:36 earlier.
Yeah, let me just take a boo.
Yeah, if you all can just subscribe today, it'd be great.
9:37 for Steve.
Excellent. Everyone's link is
He's at 9:37.
He's at 9:37.
Okay. Okay, you guys, we need to get True Crime Web. We need to get them to 1,000. If we can do it during this live, that would be amazing. So I'm going to drop the link right now for that. Okay. And then at some point here, Stepha, you can, of course, drop your link as well. And anyone that's a mod in here that has a mod rights, that has a channel, you can always drop your links in here. We don't care about that.
And if Mrs. Deb is if Mrs. Steve is in here,
Mrs. Deb.
Sorry, didn't mean to expose Deb's secret. But if Mrs. Steve is in here, though, why don't you subscribe to your husband's channel?
Hey, while we're all here,
Oh, I love that song.
While we're all here, I think that we need to start backing Randy a little bit more against these haters.
No, yeah.
I don't even know actually what's really going on there, to be honest.
What's happening?
He's getting bullied left and right by you know who. ASS, whatever his name is. Him. Who's the other guy, Randy?
Oh, I think he backed down. It was Bridge Burner.
You know, Randy, I'm not, like I said, I don't know you, but I know that you have been in this community longer than any of us, and you know you've been around. Maybe Deb's been around, but you know I think that you know you have a wealth of knowledge on Delphi that one can only have from being emotionally invested in the case and being in it, you know, having been around for so long. I think there are things that you still have in your brain that, you know, come out and you probably don't even think about them all the time, you know, because there, you know, you have so many facts in there about the case. And so I hate to see that anyone uses anything against you or attacks you. I've never seen anything but kindness and a pure heart from you.
Yes.
Randy's actually the first creator that I watched on the case.
So I would also assume if you've been around YouTube this long, you've got a thick skin that you can let a little of it roll off your back, right?
A lot of it, actually, a lot.
Yeah,
and that's
what no matter what.
Honestly, they get bored after a while. You just ignore it; they get bored. And honestly, it's just a reflection of them, Randy, not you.
Yeah. Because I know one of those videos of that person went after me and you in the same video, and I'm a nobody, you know. I'm like, why does he even know who I am? But it still hurts a little bit when people could say things about you and call you names and
you know the way I look at it, and me and Sunny think so much alike. You know, if you got haters, that means you're doing something right.
Right.
And that's just the way I look at life, you know.
You wouldn't have been around this long though if you know if your integrity was not intact.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Randy though, it's more of an emotional effect on him because I talked to him about it.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah, well, because he has a tender heart.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a kind person, and so it does hurt your feelings. But you're in good company because that creator seems to call everyone. He's like the Trump of YouTube. He calls everyone names. He has a name for everybody. So I'm sure he has one for me. Yeah.
And one day we won't remember his name anymore, but you'll still be here.
You know, we're talking about asshat, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
We're talking about asshat. Oh, yeah. You know, okay, get out of Canada, dude. Seriously, cut yourself off of the island because you did not represent Canada.
Right.
I'm not even kidding.
Cool.
And then that was one reason when I was talking to Marv earlier, I said, you know, did you want to ask Randy? Because I wanted you to be a part of this, Randy. Because
cool.
I wanted to get to be on a stream with you, and two, I just wanted to show that, you know, support, you know, the creators can support each other, and that, you know, there doesn't have to be drama surrounding different channels.
Exactly.
Well, the other day I was shocked. As above, he told his people that help
his people
donate some money to me to be able to get to my mom. She's having knee surgery and want to get out there to see her during the knee surgery.
Well, here's some possible good news, and then we can move on. Adjusted Fate says that AASB has said he's going to drop his beef with Randy.
Well, that's
Okay,
what
well,
Brandy was just explaining.
Yeah.
Brandy, he was telling people to donate money to you.
Yeah, go to. He told his people donate me couple dollars. So far, 2 people said it's from as above, and it's like $5 a piece.
No,
PayPal. So that's what.
Let me.
Randy, do
say
you want to
him.
put up your PayPal here so people can donate if they want to?
Sure.
Adjusted fate. I'm
should be able to.
I'm just trying to cheer up Randy with all these people here because we all work together, and just trying to give him a little pep in his step to get back on his game and not let people bother him like they have been. I didn't know anything about this as above or below saying he's going to drop the beef. It's the first time I'm hearing it, so if it offended anybody, I apologize. Like I said, we're just getting this all together to try to perk up Randy a little bit and get back on his feet when it comes to this case.
And I really have noticed such a nastiness in the YouTube streets, as I call them, lately. That I really wanted to get a group of people together that could just show people that not everyone has to be against each other. That people can sit back, we can have a good time, laugh, share, create.
Yes.
And we all don't have we're not all on the same path when it comes to Delphi. We all have different opinions.
Right.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't affect the integrity that we bring out about with each other.
Right.
Well, we respect the fact that we all have different opinions.
Right. And because all that really matters is we're all here for Abby and Libby.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, one second. Do you have mod rights, Randy, here?
Well, there's Boston, Copper Horse.
Oh, there you are.
Knows my link.
It's okay. I just wanted to know so I could add you if you didn't, and I don't see that you do. So I'm going to add you now.
No, he doesn't. No.
Okay, hold on. Okay, there you go. Okay, so Cordy's saying, how much do you need? We all know that Cordy is very generous. But I mean, we just want to put your link. You can now put your link out there. So in saying, what is it you're trying to raise? How much are you trying to raise, Randy?
$1,300 round trip for gas, lodging.
Angel, Bear, and Dana set up the count on GoFundMe, so they can put that on the GoFundMe account or my PayPal.
Yeah, just
that way. That way, it goes directly to you and
you.
Yeah.
GoFundMe.
Let's just do the PayPal one.
Hey, Marv.
Yes.
Can we spare some of the channel money to donate to him?
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And we'll give you a portion of whatever donations come in for us tonight too, and help you out on that a little bit as well.
Thank you.
Up to $10.
Okay, that's no problem. It works like as above says. Hey, $5 or $2. It works. Whatever you'll get there.
It
in the Midwest, that's like $50.
It spins.
Where's your link though? Where's your PayPal? I haven't seen
hold
it.
on. I'm getting there right now.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm getting my PayPal first before I get to my GoFundMe account. All right.
I saw. Yeah, I think I did see his Facebook post for GoFundMe.
Okay, there's my PayPal, and let me get my.
And someone in the chat did say they were locked out of PayPal. So if you could also put your GoFundMe, they would.
Yeah. Okay, there's your PayPal. Now I just want you guys to know that Sunny's husband Paul, he can't afford his own undies.
And trust me, he doesn't need them.
And here is.
Okay. You made so many comments, Adam, and yet you said you didn't even notice it.
I haven't actually seen it.
Sonny, you need to resend Steve the broadcast.
Yeah, that's because me and Adam, because we're cancers. Okay, you'll send it because me and Adam, we literally
Ixnay with the cancer A.
No, we both posted at the same time. We literally posted our link, so I took mine down, and the one I sent Steve was mine. But me and Adam literally posted at the same time. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Oh, Thank you,
Trust
trust
in
and
justice. Super
I
sticker.
mean, I don't
Yes.
have, I can't send Steve it. I don't have his messenger, so I
Okay, I'll
can't
do
send
it.
him.
I'll do it.
Thank you,
Thank
trust
you.
and justice.
Well, he doesn't have Messenger. He has.
Aw.
Let me just
All
go
right.
find.
Hey,
Gloss him if you got
Oh.
him.
I got a
Okay.
nice super
Let me get
sticker,
the ball.
guys.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
Frank,
cool.
are you glossing?
He's got his camera off.
Oh, sorry.
Every time we
How's
gloss, Frank
this?
smiles.
What did he say?
I said,
He's being bad.
I'm being a brat.
Uh,
We're
No.
just jealous, Frank.
Reply.
Hang on for a minute. Carol, you have to go back and watch the beginning of this live stream because Sunny explains why the live was taken down.
No. It wasn't.
Hey, Carol,
I
Carol,
edited
it was
it. I
edited.
mean, I
Carol,
edited.
Carol, it was a wardrobe
yeah,
malfunction.
she added
Yeah.
it.
Sunny's husband, he's Paul. Right?
It was a lack of wardrobe.
It was a major. It was a take down real quick to make a quick edit.
Wasn't it kind of like the, what's his name, Justin Timberlake, Madonna whole thing? It was something.
Oh, that
like
wasn't Madonna. That was Janet Jackson.
Oh,
Yes.
Janet Jackson. Yeah.
That was
Funny.
good.
Okay. Funny story to that. Justin Timberlake's aunt is a friend of mine, and I was at a Super Bowl party with her when that happened.
Oh.
All of her family was calling her.
Uh-oh.
It was quite interesting.
Wait, you didn't get to go to the Super Bowl that your dad?
No.
Oh.
Steve.
He's in the house.
Okay, everyone behave.
Keep your clothes on, everybody. Keep your clothes on.
Thank
Lights
God
in the
Steve's
audience.
here.
And this is the Steve that really, this is the one. It wasn't my husband. My husband's.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's going to travel well.
Yeah. Welcome, Steve.
Hello. How are y'all doing tonight?
What's going on, Steve?
Nothing much.
Do any fishing today?
I've just got the boat docked and came on into the lake house here. And
So you moved the studio out of your house, huh?
This is a thing between Steve and Adam right now, and I was filled in this morning, and it's hilarious.
So, Steve, if you were fishing in the lake at your house, what would the crop
Randy,
really
you
be
just got a
there?
donation from Cordy.
What kind of fish would you be fishing for in your lake?
right now it's either bass. If you go deep for the summer pattern, you can go for crappie. But
Okay.
right now, a lot of bass tournaments on the lake.
Yeah. Okay.
Crappie.
Yep. Okay. So
Yeah.
okay. Now we're down to two.
Narrow down your lakes.
But now when I judge for catfish, I do that quite a bit also.
Catfish. That's even.
You go in
better.
the evening? Do you go in the evening, Steve?
Yes, I go in the evening and catch my bait, and then I catfish at night with jugs.
Do you catfish with crawdads?
No, brim.
Oh,
Sunfish.
really?
Little small brim.
So you're going for the big catfish.
Steve, has there ever been any famous true crime cases there on your lake? Maybe possibly unsolved still?
I don't think you can find one lake that doesn't have unsolved and bodies found.
Yeah,
And
this one has a
Don't
special.
say a
You are a
word,
great
Steve.
investigator.
He's trying to track you down.
Oh yeah, his interrogation techniques.
It's called intuition. Sunny
You're
knows
so
about it. It's
slick.
called intuition. I've done zero investigating. I just have intuition. And
I know we just live off that.
Delusional thoughts.
Oh my word.
Oh my goodness.
So I just want to quickly say before we go on. So Randy, drop your PayPal link during the live.
Okay.
Someone asked for the GoFundMe link. Cordy said that he had sent you some money. Whoever else does, we
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you so much for helping Randy with his for his mom's surgery. Yeah, is that what it is, man? Randy's trying to get
Your
home for
knee
his
surgery,
mom's
yeah,
surgery.
her knee surgery, yeah.
Yeah. And so,
And Randy, I hadn't forgot about you. Just that the wife hadn't sent the email to your what you sent me the other day. We
Okay.
hadn't forgot about you yet, buddy.
Okay,
Hey,
gotcha.
Melissa.
She's been on her
Thank you so much.
phone.
That's what it's all about.
right,
Helping each other, yeah?
What we gonna talk about?
Well, we're going to talk about the birds and the bees and the bugs.
I think we're a little bit old for that.
Speak for yourself there, sir.
I was going to say,
excuse me. They're
Wait.
Aspen.
I'm still trying to figure out what they are.
well, I'm going to be right back, so you guys can start without me. If I'm not back before the end of the live, well, then just start without me.
I guess I'll check my messenger.
Steve Austin's calling.
He's making dinner right now for his bad way.
Oh, Randy's at 775 now.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Let's go.
And especially thank you to As Above people, too.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? You can come back into Canada now. All right? I'm not going to even call you asshat anymore.
Yeah, we'll give him some slack.
Because what was its name actually again? Remember, it was Jason _ That was it.
Yeah, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Yep.
Thank you, Jason,
_.
for finding the kindness. We love you again. All right, thanks.
All right. I hope his monetized movie channel is doing well. Oh, see, I brought everyone together to be nice, and here I was being shady.
Do you know any other way?
Shit disturber. Yeah. Feel the love. Love that name.
Someone is Randy's no angel. What?
Someone is Randy's. Well, we all know that Corey's been a very good angel in a lot of ways.
Yes,
so
we take care of each other.
You know,
he's coming to our
he's coming. I've
chats and
in blogs. Right, exactly. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, not all of us can do that because not all of us maybe have that. Well, one day I will, and when I do, I'm gonna pay it back just like that.
Right.
I love it. Like,
But
I
everyone can help in whatever way they can, even if it's just being here and being supportive. That's showing just as much support.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely. Because as long, you know what, the one thing that we do ask for here, but this is for, specifically to help Randy with his mom here, but just a like, just a like and a share possibly. That really does help.
Send positive energy, just anything. I mean, whatever.
Well, you didn't send positive energy talking about whatchamacallit's movie channel there, mister.
I did. I said I hope it's doing well. I said I hope it's
Sloopy's in the house.
Movie channel's doing well.
Hey, Sloopy.
Sure you
in
did.
the house.
Hey, Sloopy. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Jill.
My girl.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
I want to talk about
No. What do you mean? Wait a minute. What do you mean, Lisa, about brown recluse? What? Michael said something about a brown recluse?
Michael.
Hunting.
Who?
That was awesome. Listening to that. I enjoyed learning from Michael, actually.
Did he talk about a brown recluse?
He's been bitten by a brown recluse, remember?
Oh.
He said he was one of the first cases in Indiana that was documented when brown recluses came in to the state.
Oh.
Am I incorrect about that?
I don't know. We don't listen to you.
I'll be right back.
This is what I have to deal with every day.
Did anybody else watch it? I went back and watched the replay, but I haven't finished it, and I was trying to figure out. I don't know if he's in here, but how he got into the to be a informant. He moved on to the next subject, and I didn't really understand how it even started.
Oh.
But it was, he really did have a lot of information as far as who's who and how they got there, and it was interesting.
Yesterday?
Yes, because I watched your replay, and I was like, wow, he does have a lot of information.
No, and I'm going to have him on again because I know that Michael for his verbiage through, of course, the channel, so much better than him trying to text or type it. It's like wasting your breath. Nobody's really reading it all. Nobody really understands it. Thank you, subscriber. So Michael speaks very clearly in a sense, but like I said yesterday, a lot of us don't know some of these names. So he just needs to slow down with us, like we were trying to get him to do, so that we could understand it, because the more people understand it, the more that they'll be on his side.
Yes.
Randy, you are $490 away from your goal there.
Oh, cool.
So much, everybody.
Well, how do you know? Because somebody just said, Randy, you should be set now.
That was Quirky.
John Moore.
John Moore. Yeah.
Well, let's see here. Let me.
Randy is at 810. He said.
Yeah, 810.
Yeah.
So well, actually, no, it's showing 1,310.
Wow. Thank you, John Moore. Thank you, Cordy. Thank you, whoever else put money in. That was fast.
Between these channels, we have the best.
Go at it.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Grizz. Nice to see you, buddy.
Hey, Grizz.
Hey,
Grizz was up all night playing poker last night. So, Grizz, how much you got to donate it?
If I remember correctly, he won 1,000 or lost 1,000, or won 1,000 and lost 600, something in that order.
He might need to borrow money from Randy.
Grizz, the best way to double or nothing your bet.
And then remember he donated $1.99 to you, Adam.
Yeah,
remember?
I remember. Like I'm a penny slot.
All right, what should we talk about, guys?
What would you like to talk about, Frank?
It really doesn't matter to me, because you guys got 35 minutes before the next show starts.
Oh, wow, that hour went by quick.
Yes.
Aw.
Thank
you, Sloopy.
Marv, how fast did those 4 hours go by this morning?
It just went by quick.
Oh, Sloopy.
Thank you, Sloopy. I'll gloss to that.
Yes.
Gloss him if you got him.
For anyone that is lucky enough to have Sloopy in their chat, be good to that girl, because she is a wonderful person.
She is.
And a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
Is Sloopy from Ohio? Is that where the name came from?
It came from the song. Hang on, Sloopy.
That's what I was wondering, because that's the Ohio State song. So,
thank you, DGR Dave. Wow.
Dangerous Dave.
Anybody that has contact with as above or below, please let him know thank you for me personally.
Yep.
Because I know me and him ain't been on the best of terms for the last 4 or 5 months. So I appreciate somebody forwarding that message to him.
We like to sprinkle peace.
What's that?
Thank you so much, DGR Dave.
Oh, that was sweet.
See, we can bring peace and love to YouTube.
Cool. That's right.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, Gray Hughes is going to be in here crying.
Oh, he's watching.
Okay. Cordy, tell us about Julian P.
Yeah, that's awful weird how Robert Lindsay brings up Julian Powell again in this thing that he released a few days ago.
Yeah.
That is just...
Marv, did you have a chance to look into that at all today? Because I know from what we had talked about this morning.
No.
I didn't either. I've been with family all day, so I didn't get a chance.
I passed out for about 3 hours after we got done.
But like we said this morning, Aspen, he has never been off our list. Never.
I know. I was referring mainly to what people in the chat had been talking about as far as him being. What was the connection now? I'm drawing a blank.
Drawing a connection with Keegan Klein and the computers and all that.
And fixing the computer. Yeah, fixing the phones and the computers.
Right.
Well,
right.
Actually, Sloopy is the one that gave us that information this morning.
Right.
Well, we knew about his computer business
that was Laura
he had in
Doom.
Peru.
Was
Both
it? I see Laura.
And then Steve did some background work for us, and he found the same business in Vegas. And that's how we found out about the Vegas secondhand store, or whatever you want to call it, in the same name that Julia Powell in Peru.
Well, how about I'd like to hear.
When was that? What year?
2016, 2017.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
Steve, Randy, and Stepha, do you have opinions on JP? Because I don't know the three of your opinions on him.
Well, I
Go
think
ahead, Stepha.
You're going to ask me right now when I'm typing? I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. No. Don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
You don't have to answer. I'll forget in 2 seconds.
Well, I have not read Robert Lindsay's recent whatever it was he released, the
blog post. Yeah.
Yes, that. But I did listen to, obviously, when he was on Sleuth, and I also listened to when he was on The Girl from Cincinnati, when he did her podcast. And
oh, I don't know who you're talking about.
yeah, he did that podcast, and that was a really long one. And he puts himself there, and he called in that day, and he says that, and I mean, and that he didn't want to scare the girls, so he stayed away from them. So saying he laid eyes on them in that when he did that podcast, so he's putting himself there.
But you've got to go back to when he did the interview with Sleuth, where he was talking about the same thing, but then again, he would insert in the phrases he was saying, maybe I was dreaming that. I don't know.
He's messing
But is
with
he saying that because
he
yes.
Redact it? Because he said it. This is my thing. Is he saying that now because he is trying to redact it after he already spilled the beans on the podcast? Because he went on Sleuth after the podcast.
Well, he was on Sleuth before Dead Academy, wasn't he?
No, he was on that. He was on. He went on the podcast first because Sleuth played part of the podcast on his show.
Okay.
So that's how I even found out about the podcast, because I went back and listened to the podcast after I listened to his show. So
yeah, Dead Academy contacted us and sent us the audio of it, and we listened to it. I mean, 1 minute he's putting himself there, and the next minute he's taunting the police.
do we ever know for sure if he passed that polygraph?
See, no one knows.
He said he failed.
And how do we know that he actually talked to police?
Exactly.
We don't. We'll never know until.
It's just like him supposedly seeking mental health treatment after the Sleuth incident. How do we know that? Because of the HIPAA laws. We'll never know. We can't get that information.
He's playing people. He's literally playing people for fools. And I just don't fall for it. Now, in saying that, does he know the Kleins? Yeah, obviously.
Of course.
If he has Conklin, Conklin's Allie Conklin was the one that's Keegan Klein was living with. On his friends list, you have Sierra Conklin, the Conklins. You have even Dieter, which reminded me of that judge's name, Dieter. But anyways, so you know that he knows. But someone to sit there and this is what made me laugh here, is that we all know about the cryptic note that I have, right? Okay, well then he has this, like I said, scissors, gloves, thread, whatever, like he is playing with people and he's enjoying every damn second of it.
Right.
For me, you inserted your ass. He's inserting himself. I don't think he has anything to do with it besides he might have knowledge about some of the stuff that might have went on because he's from Peru. He knows, like he's probably part of it that way, knows in the knowing. Do I think he was absolutely part of it? No. For my opinion, he just likes messing with people's brains. He's smart. And I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Do you think it's kind of like along the...
Go ahead.
No, you had Deb. No,
Go ahead, Deb.
I hear you.
No, I just had a question. How do we know that he repaired the Klein's phones?
Two people verified it this morning. Sloopy and
Laura
Doom.
Right.
And Sloopy was going to try to find the article or the video that she saw it on and send it to us.
Okay.
Right.
Because if that's the case, if he had access to Kagan Klein, any of his phones, he could have very well seen the Dropbox. He could have seen
He
the
could have cloned his phone.
well, he could have seen the material that Kagan was putting out. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Right.
And
Steve-
all of the contacts, all of those contacts.
Steve
would have
don't
had
have very much
access
to
to
say about
everything.
Julian Powell.
Oh, I have my say. It'd be a 5-minute rant.
I knew it. I was waiting on that one.
Go for it, Steve.
We want to
Yeah.
know, Steve.
I want to say hi
Randy,
to
you go
Gonzo.
first
Gonzo's
before
in
my
the house.
5-minute rant.
All right.
I'm a Gonzo fan.
I'm a Gonzo fan.
I'm a Gonzo fan.
We're Gonzo fans.
Cool.
And let me tell you what I don't like about Gonzo.
Okay.
Oh Lord, here we
I'm
go.
kidding.
All right, let me in.
Gonzo.
Jealous.
That's
Oh,
it.
1 second. My husband's here, giving me dinner. 1 sec.
Oh, I thought maybe he was gonna.
He's making another debut.
All right, let's get Randy to open up about how he feels about Julian Powell.
Yeah, let's hear it, Randy.
Well, like everybody else, what people a long time ago, some people send me that photo of him on the bridge wearing that brown cap, long time ago, and I didn't know who it was until everybody now brought it out who he was today. But like everybody else has said, he's kind of like insert himself somehow in this story, and knowing that, knowing the Kleins, King, I don't know how well he's friendship with King at the time, since everybody kind of lived around Peru. So I think he could be wanting to see what was going on if he found that in the system, and to be able to figure who these people are looking and watching.
Right.
So
I gotta tell. I mean, I feel the same way Steve feels about him. If you want to interject yourself in a murder and a murder investigation and taunt the police, I ain't got nothing for you. You're a waste. You're a waste of taxpayers' dollars. The whole works.
Mhm.
You got
Steve, are you ready for your rant?
You got these police officers chasing leads that lead to nowhere because of him.
Go for it, Steve.
Okay. I mean, what type of miserable type of person do you have to be to take law enforcement's efforts away from 2 murdered children in the middle of investigation? I mean, and then later on, cry that you're getting too much attention. You deserve every bit of attention, hardship that the web community can give you, because if you're at such a point in your life, you need that type of attention. You deserve to get the attention, and I have absolutely no use for that type of personality, that human. I mean, it's not. I put him at not quite the same level as some of the sociopaths I've met in my life. He's a little bit lower than them. But I mean, I just don't understand that type of person. I've seen it happen in other investigations where people just have to be the top of the list, and everything has to be about them. And he most certainly deserves all the hardship in the world for, like I said, you don't take one moment away from investigators during a critical time of an investigation just so that you can look good at work. And we know that law enforcement talked to him for the fact that he was tipped in multiple times. And if he was tipped in, they had to go and dedicate and investigate everything from the time that he said, well, I was off that day at work. And he told the people at the work, that, well, I wasn't here during the murder. And, all the innuendos and little hints that he let loose when he was being interviewed with Sleuth, and plus sidetracking the web sleuth community. But that's pretty much how I feel about him.
It just reminds me of exactly the same thing the guy did claiming he killed John Bonet.
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
weirdo.
Yeah.
Right, and the rumor is that he was in Taiwan and needed money to fly home, and so he did that because he knew police would come and get him.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
There you go again.
You see
He's a messed up individual.
That's something you'll see with people that are on death row or life sentences is they will allude to having information about other crimes just so they get to go on a field trip. Tommy Lynn sells a million times.
Yeah.
My thing with Julian Pell is, and I could be wrong because I don't know as much about him as probably the rest of everyone on the panel, but isn't everything that he kind of alluded to stuff that had already been out in the media and stuff that he could have found out before he claimed those things? Meaning,
There
like
was a picture. There was a picture he made of from under the bridge from the north end towards the south end, which would have been the exact route that the was taken by Bridge Guy. And of course, there's debate about when it was taken due to the snow. But there was only 2 days in that month that there was snow on the ground that the picture could have been made. And but one of those dates was prior to that information being released.
Okay. I mean, but even just looking at their Snapchat pictures, wouldn't it kind of been a given which direction they, had walked? No one goes to the bridge from the south end to the north end. Everyone starts on the north end and goes to the south end.
Right. Yep. They do.
But he went under the. I may have my, but from the walking trail is the north end of the bridge or south end, Randy.
North end of the bridge.
Yeah, north end.
Trail.
Yeah.
Okay. He went under in the north end and took a picture from under the bridge.
Yeah,
towards the direction of if you were standing there and you was looking at the way that the bridge guy came down the hill, walked around towards the bend, and in the direction of where the bodies were located.
Yeah.
At a time that there's a possibility that if he didn't know that, why would you do that?
Right.
Mm-hmm. The speculation part is this: that how many times have you in your life ever been in a compromising position or situation where someone told you, well, I saw you, and you may go back to that location to check and see what exactly could they see?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the theory. Then that's one of the speculations that we had to look at. Not saying that JP is Bridge Guy, but it was just one of those situations that you had to look at and analyze and try to figure out why would he do something like that.
And then on the 12th, you did the same thing with that Google mapping camera thing that he was using on the 12th.
When he started deleting
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's just another one of those little things that it's confusing the case and what part does it play? But most certainly he played a part in taking away from the investigation just by introducing and interjecting himself into it.
Right. And when you look at the case as a whole, and you look at the steps that BG took to get away with the crime, he doesn't seem like the type of person that would then turn around and insert himself to that level into the investigation like Julian Powell did.
I've seen a lot of weird people do a lot of weird things in crimes and interrogations and just, we had one of my neighbors was murdered in the 70s, and that person interjected themselves into the investigation. And they were put on death row, and I think they were electrocuted and put to death somewhere in the 90s, if I ain't mistaken.
Okay. And I guess I'm not disputing that people insert themselves into cases. I just think he did it in such a obnoxious, abrasive way that, he's like, pay attention to me.
Oh yeah.
Not just the let me help search.
Right.
Or, but I'm not saying he's innocent. I just
Oh no, I'm not saying. Like I said, JP is just one of the long list of people that are on the list of possibly knowing something or placing herself in investigation. And sadly, I hate even wasting my breath on the man.
Okay. I have a question. Is the rumor that a lock of hair was taken from the girls, has that been verified anywhere?
From the information that we've gathered, we have not heard anything about except for underwear and a sock.
Yeah.
That was taken.
Yeah, because I know that was a comment that JP made.
Yes.
That you know. Yeah.
I don't remember about anything about those. Lock of hair.
If Who Dis is still in the chat, if you have any knowledge of that, let us know.
And then, have the two of you actually seen those words have you seen the unredacted transcript, like that you've seen those words, or is it just something you've been told?
On the
Iran Logan, as far as the items of clothing that were taken.
Oh, we've got the unredacted.
Yeah.
We've got the unredacted.
All right. Because that was the same thing that I was told, but I was confused because I was always told that one of the girls was dressed. But then when they talked on the police scanner about a pair of undergarments being found in the water, to me, then there's one pair of undergarments. So then if one girl's dressed, why is there a pair of undergarments in the water and then a pair missing?
It's probably the same pair, I would imagine.
But they said they recovered a pair of girls' undergarments on the police scanner.
Yeah, I remember that on the south end of the bridge, underneath the bridge. That's when me and Randy started researching the bridge photos.
Right.
And wanted to see if we can catch that stuff in the water, and we didn't see anything. And that's when he came across a silhouette under the north end of the bridge.
Right. So if one pair is missing and one pair was found in the water, then how was one girl fully dressed?
The other question is, how come nobody saw those while they were out there?
Right.
Exactly.
So, or is it undergarment meaning, two different things? I mean, it could be,
Right. I mean, ask the ladies; they know all about that.
Yeah.
Undergarments to me would be a bra and panties. That's what undergarment would be, to my knowledge.
Well, especially if Mike was out there all night too, would be able to saw all that in the water floating with all the flashlights going on.
And I want to know why I keep hearing this about Mike Capitani.
Mike what?
What's his name?
Mike Capitani.
Oh.
Cappy.
Has anybody confirmed anything about supposedly he was detouring people away from the bend?
I've seen it rumored everywhere. Capitano is his name, but I've never seen that confirmed.
Okay.
But I have seen it rumored everywhere.
Right. And then you got people talking about how all these people from Florida are all involved in the Delphi. Well, you got to understand, the fire departments and everybody come from all those little towns that circle Delphi to help. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. The police chief is someone I've always thought was interesting that we haven't heard much from since the earlier days of the investigation, because they were pretty instrumental in the initial search. What was his name?
Steve Mullins.
The police. No, I'm sorry. I meant fire chief.
Randall.
A different last name than that.
Which fire chief?
The Delphi volunteer fire chief.
I know who he is.
Him and his son resigned.
No, but him and his son resigned in Florida Fire Department.
That was Randall, right?
Yeah, that was Randall. The person in Delphi, I know who you talk about, and I can't even think of his name either. But
right, I mean that's what I'm saying. But he was a very instrumental part of the early search and the early days.
Yeah, especially he's Toby told him to go out and pick up the phone out there middle of the night.
But he's someone that ever since no one's really talked about as far as, and I just would like to know his experience really with everything.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you listen to the Down the Hill podcast, he's featured very heavily.
But see, I don't understand why Toad would send a firefighter out there to get the phone in the first place. That don't make any sense to me.
Well, especially where the phone and the shoe wasn't that far apart. They would have found that. That would give them a hint. Okay, there's something wrong.
Well, I get that because the shoe was in the mud on the south side of the creek. And then the phone, from our knowledge and what we've been told here lately, the phone was within feet of the girls.
That's what I'd always heard.
Well, at the beginning.
See, I've heard two different things. I've heard that it was at the bottom of the drive. I've heard it was, like 15 feet away from Libby.
Well, the detective I talked to, he told me that the phone and the shoe were just apart from each other, closer to the creek area on Kay Weber side.
Yeah, the shoe.
Yeah, the shoe and the phone.
No, the phone.
That's what I heard. That's what I kind of heard too.
And then we were just told by people that we've been talking to that the phone was actually found right off the private drive as you're going down the hill.
It's been said there as well. So it was the same with the shoe.
Well, the shoe we were told was found. If you look at the last video when we went to Delphi, where I went down both hills, I stood in an area right at the creek bed where it was real muddy and stuff, and that's where they said they found the shoe, which would make sense.
That's where
said that.
That's where I've seen a picture
I'm
of the
sorry.
shoe.
Yeah.
Who said that?
makes
Mark?
sense to me.
Our source did.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I mean, that would make sense because to me it would easily one of those things that a tennis shoe can come off in mud.
I would picture it down near the creek area.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
Kelsey
at least
said
you didn't get your shoes stuck in the mud when you
Yeah.
tried it.
And it was muddy.
Yes,
so
it
muddy.
was. Yes,
It was
very
really
muddy.
her sweatpants and shoes was totally covered with mud.
Yep.
And you
Here,
know, well, yeah. I mean, my first vision went to down near the creek area.
Yes, that's where
Yeah.
it's the muddiest, and that's where I almost lost my shoe.
Okay, Dave has a very good question. And I have seen, and it's been several years ago, a picture of the shoe in the mud. I don't remember where I saw that, but which direction was the shoe pointing?
I would
In
be
the mud.
it'd be if they're running to Ron Logan's property, it'd be pointing
east.
on.
It would be
pointing
pointing
east.
towards Ron Logan's property.
Yeah.
Unless
into the creek.
Yeah, but he's not asking a question of which way do we think it was pointing. Legitimately, which way was it pointing? If she lost it while running towards Logan, yes, that would make sense. If she took it off to cross the creek and threw it at VG to try to gain some, distance to get away, it could be any direction. Or if they were going up the drive,
Or
so it would be good to find that picture again if it's still out there.
It would be nice to
turned
see
around fighting him.
that.
Let's see here. Well, let me see.
Was that with what's his name? Was that one of the pictures what's his name took that ended up getting fired?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah, he got fired.
Was that where that picture came from?
Yes, I believe it. You're right.
I don't remember. I just remember seeing it, and I did not screenshot it. I don't know why, but it's been
He's
a
the
few
one.
years ago.
He's the one where you got Liggett on the bank, and the guy's taking photos with the footprints right there on that little step up. That's the guy you're talking about, right?
Yeah, I think he work for one of the TV stations?
Yeah, he got fired for it.
Yeah, and then those pictures kind of got
leaked
wiped
out.
off the web.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're still out there. They're still out there. Yeah.
So going back to Dave's, just curious myself, starting with Adam and going across my way and then back down to Deb and then to Stepha. How many? Tell the numbers of what, if you were to estimate, we're gonna have to end our lives soon here. How many people, how many perps do you think were involved in the specific area of what happened with Abby and Libby?
I would say more than 3.
Okay,
So more so than the acts of killing, like
Yeah.
On location? You mean on the
yes,
actual
on the actual location. Bridge guy included, with the anyone else that was there.
I'm gonna say
I'd say
I'm
4.
gonna say 5.
Me?
4, 5.
I say 3.
I say 2.
I'm gonna be unpopular here.
Uh-oh.
1.
1.
I think one person was there.
Really?
Well, that's what the police keep on saying. They only hear that one person, but
Yeah, but then again, you got to
They've
keep going
slipped up
back
many
to
times too.
yeah, but
Yeah.
you got to keep going back to Doug Carter's interviews. He keeps using words
They-
that are plural, meaning more than one.
I understand, and I understand that my opinion was going to be the least popular.
Did you do that on purpose, though?
It's where my
It's just
gut tells
because
me.
it's just because it's you.
I know.
What my gut
Like,
tells me.
I think I'm gonna
I
piss
think
Benny
there's
off
5
again.
or 6.
That stupid old bat.
I don't think there was. I think there was more than one person involved in the crime, but as far as being there, I think there was one person there. That one person was in charge, and one person carried it out and did not make a mistake.
And
So
I
what if-
say 2 people there, but only one person committing the murder.
Okay.
I used to think it was 1 till I went there. And then I said, there's no way. No way.
So my thing is that I'll go back to this now. You guys all seen that note or the message in that video that's Sheena saying she was there. This is from a person that Garrett Kurtz accused of having knowledge of the murder tapes, and Sheena talking about it. That's the person who messaged me. Okay, somebody in Open Secrets video, you know, with it. You know, any initials, we all know who that is. You have to be pretty blind not to, but any initials. So if he's the person that's being talked about, and he's the one that said to me without even knowing what I knew, and he's saying that Sheena was there, CJ Palladino was there, Mark Palladino was there, Jason Palladino were all involved. That in itself is 5
4
people, including the BG.
Right.
If that's true, right?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, why would he tell me this? And yet I didn't know this. He didn't know I knew any of the storyline. Like he didn't know.
Yeah, when I was watching your live that night, you put that up there, and I saw all those names in that text message, and I was like, "Hold on, there's one missing." I said, "Oh, I know who she's talking to."
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no, and
I knew
think
immediately.
there's a much larger group involved, but
There's a big group.
I just think that as far as carrying
but
out,
you honestly think he's going to text me that false information, considering that the Palladinos are people.
Well, he may not be giving you false information. He was just telling you what Sheena told him.
Actually, Garth was there and Garrett Kurtz, right?
Because at one point I thought we were told they watched a video of it.
No, so to be honest, if someone listens to Open Secrets, what Open Secret says, what do you mean you saw a video of it? He's like, I didn't say that. They were talking about, Sheena was talking about, Ashley was talking about the murder tape, but so that's why the person that messaged, of course, that, look, I don't know nothing about that tape. Maybe she said it to Garrett, but right, even though Garrett said it, but that's where things get mixed up a little. But Garrett said, then Garrett said, no, I said he knew about it or whatever. And then it was like, oh yeah, because like it's kind of like if you really listen to the words at that moment, she's kind of almost implying what she thought she heard versus what Garrett actually did say. So at the end of the day, whether that's truthful of he knew or doesn't know, again, knowing that there's a camera on his head, knowing that the cryptic note says smile, motherfucker, just all those things, knowing the fact that he didn't know that I knew the involvement of certain people, and then he sends that to me. I think it's somebody that wants to see some justice happen, but because maybe it's been 5.5 years, he has kids of his own, well, so does Sheena. She's not going to think on herself, I'm pretty sure she's not. Anyways, that's all I'm saying is that it just all kind of ties in. So for me, that's a very credible thing for him to say. Doesn't mean it's full truth, but I'm sure there's a lot of truth to it. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Can you turn up mine's volume, full volume? Oh, I can hear everyone just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a discussion about this one time. Me and Steve and Marv did, and I mean, think about this. Libby weighed 200 pounds plus, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She was a pretty good girl, size girl.
You kill her first, and then you move her to the location you want to take them, right? There's 200 pounds. I'm sorry to say, I weigh 220 pounds, and there is no way I would be able to pick up a 200-pound girl, carry her over my shoulder, or drag her at that through the creek and drag her to her resting place.
It would be hard for that killer to drag her up that
embankment.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
We also know there was a lot of blood at the scene, so to me that is indicative of them being killed in the general area that they were found. I know they were moved, but I don't take that as
I
them
think that Abby could have been incapacitated and carried up. Then Libby partially incapacitated and still able to help herself up.
Right.
You know, the embankment, and then things happen.
And if they went by the sandbank, there was no embankment. I mean, if they went by the sandbar, there was no embankment to climb up.
I don't.
The feet.
No, the sandbar's in the middle of the creek, right?
Yeah, in the middle of the creek, but the sandbar was already covered with water.
It was covered.
So it wasn't.
Yes, but there's no embankment to crawl up.
No.
The
water was too high. The water was too high. There was no embankment. That's what people don't get. That it was that there was no embankment because the water was high. I mean, I have pics of
when Marvin, where you were standing. I mean, when you guys went there, and when you were standing on the bank there, 10 feet to the left, there's no embankment. They could have just walked flat on.
Right. And to the right was the embankment.
And there's that cluster of trees, and that is much closer to where the coordinates now are that were in the wrong Logan, which is directly across from that sandbar.
Have you looked at the water levels during that time of year? Because they were like 1.1. And people were wading in that water, and there was only about knee deep or a little bit above it. There wasn't.
The searchers were in that water.
But I'm not saying that they walked across the sand. I'm just using that for context of where I'm talking about, where the sandbar is. There's not an embankment to climb up.
It was level with Kate Weber's water.
Are you saying? Well, we know where they crossed because we see the drag marks and a footprint there. Is that what you're talking about?
What I was trying to say is that we don't know that those are drag marks and foot marks from them. They could have been from searchers.
Right.
Yes.
I wonder why the police officer would be staring down at them if they were from searchers.
Well, of course they have to, because they have to look at them. Mm-hmm. But I mean, the bodies where they were found were almost directly where there was no embankment that they would have had to climb up.
And February was very dry. I mean, it was really down.
Well, that day,
wait, I thought it was up because according to the, I was just watching True Design, and she
they'll pay it. There you go.
Because Frank Meister and Jennifer saw the level when we were out there.
Yeah, we were right. We were.
I have it on video.
That's when you guys were out there. That wasn't in February, right?
Yeah, it's the same height. It was the same height
that day.
I know, but I looked it up. I looked up the graph online after that other lady you're talking about did a video, and it said that February was down, and the norm would be like a 4 point something, and February was like 1.3 or something for rainfall that year. So
we had a lot of snow. We had a lot of snow,
and that included,
we all watched the searchers in the water.
Right, and it was only up at about knee level. That's not high.
What you don't understand is that the water level is going to be different in different spots of that creek.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I say one thing here that I would like to know? Because what my thing is this. So obviously we know that the bodies were not killed where they laid. They were moved there, right? even in Ron Logan's search warrant, that the bodies weren't moved.
Good point.
Again, I go back to the person that sent me that email that worked with him, and they said, how were the bodies moved? Obviously, if there was drag marks in that, they wouldn't need to ask that question of how were the bodies moved. So that's
Well,
somebody's
not
going on.
necessarily, because it could have been that they had a rope that they drug them up. A person could have drug them up.
But that doesn't make sense to me.
But there was blood where they were found, so they weren't moved far.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I think.
They were moved to be staged.
Yes.
Okay, but
That's what
they
I
would
think.
need to ask that question of how were the bodies moved if it was only 2 feet away. They would have already, obviously, that would be an obvious answer. They wouldn't even have asked her that question at all. That's what I don't get. So it's one of those things nobody knows, really. We're all just guessing. But I'm caught on that fact of how are the bodies moved is not, obviously, if there's slide marks, they would know. I can see a footprint. Doesn't mean it's not a searcher's footprint. You know where the investigator's looking down over that part?
That was Ron Logan's side.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
That's Livet looking over the edge there.
Correct. Right. And there's a footprint there. Now, granted, that could be a searcher's footprint easily over there. So I don't take that as whatever. And if there's slide marks, but the question wouldn't have been posed of how were they moved? Because if it was a slide mark, they would know that they were dragged up there. If it was a couple feet away, they would know.
But that question is not a part of an official document.
Wasn't there speculation either come out of Dave Erskine's mouth or Pat Brown's mouth that when they found the girls that it looked like Abby tried to crawl away?
That in one thing. That was said.
Yeah, that was one of the. Yes, that was one of the links. Yeah.
So.
That was
that, Frank?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that, Frank?
Oh, I was talking about that. There was speculation or rumor that came out a long time ago that Dave Erskine's or Pat Brown said when they came up on the scene and seen everything, it looked like Abby had tried to crawl away.
Yeah, but you can't be lying with a hood up and trying to crawl away.
Right. So.
But there could be knee imprints or hand imprints, or I think it's far-fetched, but that's possible.
Well, the thing is that they said that she died the next day, though, because Abby tried to crawl away.
Steve, what are your thoughts on the whole skid marks and stuff?
Skid marks.
I don't think anyone has any idea of what the crime scene actually looks like. None of the pictures that we have are in details. We don't know. We only know what area was taped off and where, if the crime scene tape is, that's where the bodies were, and that's where they were moved from. And where the people were searching, wherever law enforcement were searching in the creek, that's where they, the evidence points that's where the crossing was. Were they using sonar in the creek searching? Were they feeling with their feet? What were they trying to find that was in the creek? It's just speculation. We don't know what we don't know.
Exactly. That's why I'm looking forward to hopefully more information keep dropping and dropping.
Oh yeah, one of our sources that everybody knows about Sue Wright now. I'm sure it's been all over Facebook. She's the attorney that filed the lawsuit against Carroll County over the election. She's the one supposedly got all the information put on her windshield while she was at the courthouse in Carroll County. Well, there's a lady that works with her that's been in contact with us. She texted me today and told me she will get with me Tuesday, and hopefully she'll have some type of documents or some more information for us.
I honestly hope so. I set our next live to 7, by the way.
What? I'm sorry?
I set our next live to 7.
Me too. Oh. Sunny.
Get out of my brain. That's why my thing's going off again.
Yeah, because I changed it to 10.
Oh.
Well, 7 my time. So 10 your
we
time.
changed at the same time. We do this all the time.
I know. Kate, now Deb, do you believe us that we're cancer?
Identical cousins.
And I will say that we talked about this morning. Kean Klein has not returned any of my chirp texts to him since Friday.
Yeah, Deb, you missed Frank talking about his liaisons with
what if I show him my boobies?
Liaison.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
You could video chat him too.
I was gonna say, what if I just show him my boobies and just give me the number? I'll show my boobies.
Sonny,
and
we don't know what Frank showed him.
Yeah,
I didn't show him anything. Sorry about that.
He's not Frank's type, or Frank's not his type.
But I can tell you that the dude is very scared and very suspicious. He was very suspicious of me the half hour, 45 minutes that we were chirping back and forth, asking me how I got his phone number and things like that, and how can I help try to clear his name. And I was trying
to clear his name.
I'm just saying that to try to loosen him up a little bit, to get a little bit of rapport with him, so maybe he would talk to me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he said, what do you think you can do to get me out of this mess with Delphi? I said, first of all, you've got to come clean, dude.
Yep.
I said, be true to yourself, man, and stand up like a man that you are.
Mm-hmm.
I said, the finger pointing is going to continue until they either charge you or you spill the beans. I said, you got two options. And I've messaged him the last 2 days and he's not responded to me. I even put money on his books. So.
Well, you tried. I mean, whatever. It was a valid effort, though, for sure.
Yeah, but Harley Babcock's another story.
Harley Babcock's a whole different ball of wax.
Oh,
Frank, I would send you to talk to Ashley Garth, but I'm afraid you would get mesmerized by her.
No,
she has a hold on men.
Not me.
Definitely. I mean, I was drawn into her.
And you're a tranny,
right?
Garrett Kurtz was valedictorian before he met her.
Oh my God!
I've never even thought about this. I can't really see KK being set up, but how many people think that it's plausible? That someone
it's plausible. It is plausible.
It
is plausible.
It's a whole lot of plausible stuff going on.
Oh, I understand hypothetically, but after thinking about this for a while, how many different accounts and different names did he have through social media?
Mm-hmm.
That tells you right there the dude's got multiple personalities.
What if hypothetically?
Yeah, I don't think he has.
Yeah,
he's got to have multiple personalities if he could create a persona for each one of these accounts.
Multiple personalities is a really rare thing. Yeah. But he definitely has created. I think what you're trying to say is he's created an imagination in his own mind of who he is. Is that what you're
basically.
saying?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate y'all having me, and y'all have a great night.
Thanks for joining. And if anyone can, of course, go over to True Crime Web and subscribe to Steve, get him to his 1,000. If you guys could do that, that would be great. I'll put up your link for one last time. Steve, have a great night, and thanks for joining us.
All right. And Randy, I'll get, we'll have that money sent to you next day or two. All right. Y'all have a good night, guys.
Good night, Steve.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
so
then again,
can I throw out a conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me finish this off with Deb real quick. But then again, you got to think about it this way. When he created the Emily Ann account, he was portraying as a female. He even admitted that in the transcripts from when he was interrogated. He created that to be a girl to get them to soften up, believing that he was actually a girl.
He was creating different personas, but that doesn't mean that he has
that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Because
that doesn't mean he personally has multiple personalities. He's just creating fake personas to attract people.
I was gonna say, Frank, and you might know this, but in the gaming world, most men, a lot of men, boys with teenagers, they'll create a female account. Why? Because whatever reasons, they like pretending that they're a female. I guess maybe whatever reasons, but because they know that they can talk to a girl easier. If you're another girl, like he. So meaning it's a very common thing for pedos, for this, for that. Because my son would always be, my husband even makes himself a female character. His brother makes himself a female character. So it's a very common thing to me. And it doesn't seem really obscure. He's trying to get the best of both worlds here. have his cake and eat it too. That's how I feel. Like I don't feel like it's something to do with. I think that he's an addict of porn because that's probably the best thing he's gonna get, you know. But
I mean, I even asked. He said my attorney don't want me talking about the Delphi case. Right there, when he said that to me, you're listening to your attorney, but I could tell in the tone of the message he sent me, he wanted to talk. You can tell he wants to talk. And I said, so is this attorney representing you on the Delphi case? And he came back and goes, no. And I said, well, he's a public defender, isn't he? And he said, of course, I can't afford an attorney. And I said, well, they work right alongside with those prosecutors.
Right.
And I know this from just knowledge, watching enough court TV and all that crap.
Right.
But
legally, a public defender can't give him any assistance with Delphi unless he's
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's when I told him, I said, dude, stand up for yourself. And that's when I knew that somebody's keeping him quiet.
He was used as the person to do the dirty work.
Can I just really quickly go back to when whoever said, what if he was set up? I'm not saying he was set up, but hypothetically, what if he had an inappropriate relationship with an underage girl, with a family, with a girl that was a family friend, and the members of the family found out, were pissed off, and decided they were going to make him pay.
He can climb?
Yeah. And then other members of this family played into the roles of some of this in other key roles.
I feel like we have a soap opera.
And they made him take the fall for it.
See, we just don't know if he sold the information in the Dropbox or not.
Of course, and I was just saying, like I said, hypothetically, what if you found out your daughter was dating Keaton Klein when she was 15, and you decided you wanted to make him pay, and you used him as the bait to do other crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay, guys, we need to go. We need to wrap this one up because we have to do the Dylan rounds one, and then we can talk about Delphi later. And whoever wants to join back in with us for the Delphi part, feel free. Unless you guys know a lot about Dylan rounds yourself.
No, we don't know much about it.
Yeah,
this has been a blast, though. Maybe we can.
Yeah,
we can continue it. Another
every
time.
day. We'll do it every day.
Well, one of the most important things here is that Randy has the basically the money to get there, and so maybe some extra spending money if people have.
Yeah.
So, Randy, do you want to drop your link one
sure.
more time before we start heading off? And Stepha, it was a pleasure with you last night, and I just kept the party going. After I was done, I was like, I can still talk. Come on, I got time.
And so Deb and I are invited next time, right?
No,
absolutely.
Oh, not is what she meant to say. Absolutely not. Typo, error, wrong chat. No, that was
on my after party. After party.
Like after 2040. Yeah,
right.
No problem. Don't stop because of you, Cordy.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no.
You're going to be 1,000 before you know it.
I hope so.
Yeah. Have you been dropping your link too?
I'm sorry. Let me drop it again.
Yeah, drop it again. There's Randy's GoFundMe right there. That just went up. And of course, Steve's True Crime. He's so close to 1,000, guys. Please help out there. Cordy, John Moore, and whoever else said that they donated. Thank you so much. I know that there was a Trust in Justin, a Carrie Ann became a new member, and there was something else.
DDR Dave donated. Sloopy donated.
Deb donated.
Don said that he donated $10 a while ago, but it didn't show up.
He did. Oh no, he did. There was one that I put up. Yep.
Good. Let's gloss for that. We didn't gloss.
I can double check here. I can tell you exactly who did. Let's gloss. Okay.
Oh, John Moore definitely donated.
Dave did? Yeah.
Yep.
That was you guys are obviously
justice.
I guess if I ever made a video, I could get followers too.
So yes, it was Carrie Ann, Trustin Justin, Sloopy. There it goes, Sloopy,
Yeah.
and then DGR Dave, and then of course, very gracious of John Moore and Cordy, of course, and whoever else sent.
And I'm
money.
talking about Don, DON.
Oh,
He said he donated $10 to a
Oh.
super chat, and it
He
didn't
did.
show up.
Don.
It did. Don showed up.
No, because
That's what I thought.
I'm looking at it right now, and it's live.
Yeah.
It shows up, but I mean, thank you for trying. I don't know what happened there.
I wonder
Probably
where it
just.
went.
He said he got a receipt for it and everything.
Ooh, yeah.
I wonder if it went into Rand. I wonder if he clicked the link and it was Randy, which
Did
is
it
cool.
did it go to the GoFundMe or anything like
Well,
that?
I'm looking right now. I see only one. I don't see.
Don.
He
I
said
don't see Don's name.
Don Spain
Oh
for
wait,
$20.
Dawn. Actually, I remember Dawn,
Okay.
but it's not showing up. But I
It
Trust
was
in
Deb.
Justin's was 20. That's what I remember. So it
Oh,
wasn't
Dave.
Dawn. It was Trust in Justin. That's
James
what I
Dave
remember.
did 10, Sloopy did 20.
Let me refresh. Hold on. I mean, I just went in there, but let me refresh again, just in case. Just in case.
Truth and Justice did 20.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, I'm reading
Thanks,
them.
Rocky.
Thank you guys. Dawn. Yeah, there's nothing at our end.
I donated, but I don't know what name it's going to show up under. Oh, it came up under my real name.
Yeah, and Randy, I'll send you some
Even
tomorrow.
younger, Bonnie.
Oh, okay, no problem.
And Carrie Ann became a new member.
Yeah, I don't see his name under either on my PayPal or the GoFundMe at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just see if it actually came out of your account, to be honest.
Yeah, just check
Right.
that out, Don.
Does he? If he said, does he know a timestamp?
Well, I don't know, yeah. Because I never seen.
I just scrolled all the way back through. I didn't see it.
Oh, we really got to get going, though, guys, because it's.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Well,
Well,
thank you, guys.
Bye,
And have a
All right, no problem. Thank you. Bye.
Good
you were
night,
also
guys.
gracious for coming on, and we really do appreciate it. And we really appreciate all the hard work you do. And hopefully, we can pick this up again and do it soon. Marv,
All
I'll
right.
see you around 5:30, 6 a.m.
I'll be up at 6:30 my time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, for work.
We can hang out on your commute to work.
All
Okay,
right.
we'll see you guys back in a few. Whoever comes back to our next live in 5 minutes or 10,
All right.
10 minutes.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frank.
Bye,
Good night,
guys.
sir.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you back in a minute.
Yep. Okay. And bye.